Those generators loaded and the scouts away. 2nd Battalion leaves in 30 minutes.
Redeploying troops, Captain?
So, our friend the bounty hunter is back from the front. With the pirate threat contained, orders are to refocus on the Republic. Main force is headed to Claburn Tundra. Frozen kill zone, all blizzards and canyons.
I've seen what it's like on the ice. Tell your troops to stay alert.
I'll do that, but I'm not too worried. Confidentially, when the Bane Brigade obliterates the Republic Army, it'll be spectacular.
That's enough, Captain. Return to your duties.
Yes, sir.
Khan Tathith, Special Advisor to the Minister of War. Forgive me for not being there to shake your hand. I have great respect for your achievements, and I'd like to involve you in a special project.
Time is money. I'm still waiting on your deposit.
I'll be brief. As the Captain mentioned, the war's next stage begins today. We came to Hoth to sap the Republic's strength in an unwinnable scenario. Now, we raise the stakes, and force our enemies to commit their elite. I thus employed the Bane Brigade, the finest Imperial fighters of the last war.
Keeping the Republic in a quagmire is one thing. Committing our best is another.
Perceptive, but that problem is solvable. It was the Bane Brigade and its Sith commanders who purged the Jedi Enclave on Janarius and set fire to the seas of Iskalon. The Republic called them butchers and war criminals, and thought them defeated on Renvar. But some things aren't so easily destroyed, bringing us to your part.
If word spreads that the Bane Brigade is on Hoth, Republic morale will plummet.
And they'll respond by wasting their grandest heroes on this worthless planet. Unfortunately, matters are complicated, and too sensitive to be discussed on this frequency. Consider this an invitation to speak privately at Claburn Tundra. I assure you, your role in Hoth's future is more vital than ever.
If the Bane Brigade is alive, we need reinforcements on Hoth immediately.
Skoribo for remite dosium. Moflaska ki kafi mamugur tu flator.
The Bane Brigade destroyed my people's capital. We must know the truth.
We intercepted that holocall an hour ago. The Republic will soon send its elite troops into Claburn Tundra, seeking the Bane Brigade. There, our foot soldiers will set ambushes, collapse mountains. Claburn is a natural death trap, and we need only sacrifice a few pawns to destroy the enemy's champions.
I see why you wanted to speak privately. The Bane Brigade is an illusion, the bait in your trap.
It was real once, but no more. You see, the Republic was right to think the Bane Brigade destroyed. Those men and women died heroes. Thus, the secrecy, and your presence. You must strike so fiercely, hurt the Republic so deeply, that they believe the Bane Brigade still lives. Only then will they commit their most elite forces.
How did they die?
They attacked a Jedi encampment, slaughtered the lot. But they lingered too long, and the Republic responded with an aerial strike. They deserved better. You will do tremendous deeds in the Bane Brigade's name, and only you and I shall know the truth. And once you have finished, you shall leave Hoth and continue your work elsewhere. But the myth of the Bane Brigade will live on.
Let's get more specific about my pay.
Don't worry, I'm quite used to working with mercenaries, and I think you'll be pleased. I can direct you to where your presence will be most impactful. Soldiers who will show you the Republic's vulnerabilities. When the snow is hot with blood, leave the rest to me and the ghost of the Bane Brigade.
Davi? Are you alright, Davi? Hey, aren't you that hotshot bounty hunter? It's my lucky day. You up for a job?
What's in it for me?
The chance to foil a covert Republic plan to gain control of Hoth, and credits. Lots of credits. Zarya Javad, Scout Captain. I sent one of my men to investigate Republic chatter. You won't like what he found. The Republic is trying to turn a starfighter from a downed freighter into an offensive snowspeeder. Operates at sub-zero temps, no icing, tears through blizzards like... Well, that thing works and we're scrap. Respectfully.
We can't let them build that ship.
You're not kidding. Their engineers have booby-trapped the snowspeeder against thieves. Our only option is to destroy it.
You're right. Destroying the ship is better than letting the Republic use it against us.
Great. You better hurry. If they discover Davi, they'll be moving the ship to a more secure location. I picked up the snowspeeder explosion on the satellite. Guess you know how to handle yourself after all.
I'm always a professional.
You'll hear no arguments from me. I'm taking the satellite footage over to Imperial Command. I'll be sure to let them know your part in the whole thing.
You must be freezing. Please, stay a while. Warm yourself up. I'm Captain Unily, Hammer Squadron. Call signs Blue Mother. Organizing a joint training up for our pilots. Been digging through these old hulls for research material. Slow going, but I want our people learning from the best.
Seems right to me.
I'm particularly interested in Victor Squadron. Finest pilots the Republic ever produced. Nearly took half the Imperial Armada down with them. Our scouts have located what's left of their ships. Fighters are mostly scrap, but some of the internal components are still intact.
You think there's something of value in those ships?
Information. It's likely the ship's flight recorders are functional. Those recorders contain a detailed log of Victor Squadron's missions. Analyzing that data could give us valuable insight into the Republic's flight tactics. Unfortunately, the Republic has already mobilized to recover the flight recorders. Someone needs to beat them to the punch.
Just point me in the direction of the action.
The crash site isn't far. Recon has confirmed a Republic presence already in the area, so watch your tail.
I have the flight recorders from Victor Squadron.
Ah, good. Hope the Republic didn't give you too much trouble. They can be possessive. I'll have my people start going over the data immediately. We'll pass on our findings as soon as we find something.
What's the job? Lieutenant Durand, I found Sergeant Pedden's datapad and destroyed the Republic spy droids.
Then, I see. Thank you for your assistance. Those droids were a tremendous risk to our operational security. Now that they're out of the picture, we can proceed with our work here. Shame to have lost Pedden over a pack of droids. Though, he had a good head on his shoulders. Would have been good to have him moving forward.
The job's done. Now we settle up.
Ah yes, you'll be compensated in full. If you'll excuse me, I'll leave you to go on about your own business. My thanks again for your assistance in this matter.
Of course they're safe to eat. Look, whoever told you they were poisonous is a blasted liar. Ah, greetings. I was just sharing my nutritional expertise with some Republic scouts. I'm Kinto Sims, Imperial Infiltration. I've been monitoring the Republic forces and bombarding them with misinformation. Those saps will believe anything. Even now, I've got them scrambling to tame Pantram Whitefangs. A colossal waste of time and money.
What sparked their interest?
I let it slip that Whitefangs could be trained as attack mounts, which is true, to an extent. Whitefangs are unrivaled predators, exceedingly fast and deadly. We've lost more scouts to them than to the enemy. The Republic has been rounding them up by the hundreds, spending millions on training them. What they don't realise is that few Whitefangs develop the intelligence necessary for domestication. They'll be lucky to tame 20.
So their operation will be a disaster.
You've no idea. The Republic has already lost countless men to the incessant cold and the Whitefangs' fangs. Some amusing casualty reports. Still, I wasn't expecting to find a certified bounty hunter out here. Perhaps we can up the ante a little bit. If you can exterminate the few trainable Whitefangs, the the Republic will toil without producing one combat-worthy specimen, drain their resources, and keep our people safe.
I never hunt for free.
I suppose a few credits is worth the millions the Republic stands to lose. You'll find the White Fangs in packs, but the smarter ones tend to hunt alone. They've earned their reputation, so be careful.
White Fangs are dead.
Perfect. Now the Republic will waste years trying to tame the dim-witted offal. It'd be funny if it wasn't so... Oh, who am I kidding? It's totally funny.
The pleasure was all mine.
Always nice to see someone who enjoys their work. Naturally, I prefer you be discreet about this. We obviously can't have the Republic know.
Have you ever truly admired the redness of blood on snow? Listen to how screams echo in freezing air. Hoth is a hunter's world, and the Republic isn't our only quarry here.
You came to Hoth for a reason, then?
I pursue a group of Force-sensitive aliens. Gutter trash who killed the Sith, sent to purge them, claimed Sith weapons and fled. For years they've eluded me, trained and grown stronger. But our Chiss allies have earned my favor. They've found the fugitives' base here. All that remains is choosing an executioner.
I can do quick and quiet, or slow and painful, depending on your credits.
You will be compensated. Go to the base, leave no survivors. Show these scum the wrath of the Empire.
It's finished. The fugitives are dead.
I sensed their deaths. Indeed, you are not as they were. I obtained some minor trinkets during my search for the fugitives. Take whatever you wish. Every hunt must have its trophies.
Sir. Kun Tazith asked me to keep an eye out. He wants to talk about the Bane Brigade.
My friend, I have a confession. When I founded the Bane Brigade 50 years ago, I never thought I'd see its equal. I nurtured those men and women, planned every mission, sat beside them when their limbs needed replacement. I wept upon their deaths, but you have done exceptionally.
Did we succeed? Does the Republic believe the Bane Brigade is alive?
We intercepted a communique. The Republic is sending Jedi and Special Forces to hunt the Phantom Bane Brigade, thanks to your deception. But they'll find only expendable Imperial troops, like those you've met in the field. And as our men die, they will drag the Republic with them into their icy graves.
Those soldiers knew what they were getting into.
Indeed. The most anyone can contribute is to die for the Empire. Regardless, you are needed elsewhere in the galaxy. And know that while it cannot be public, you've earned the right to call yourself part of the Bane Brigade. No, you are the last of the greatest enemies of the Republic, and your name means fear.
Arwavra, Awama Nikobala. Nibaga Klamka, Agakyam, Glagnimu Amya Galak. Umnok ino nemno, Amka Aka Memperlak Balak.
Shouldn't you be doing this?
Laporam Amka, Mamni Nikag, Nagnaya Mamni Kambram. Yukagi ne Panino, Amkambina Bek Nemu Kemgram. Beraka Karamkara, and Ninyamak Oramag Yang Nikik. Kikuro Nenra, Kamakalak. Laporam Amka, Mamni Nikag, Nagnaya Mamni Kambram.
Wama otochako ga hutapawa to bampaula. Tula musta kitrita nini, tanuvaluya witiba.
Is there some kind of problem?
Rate tusta tokya boyda, ku kawanji. Yuna liska chananga wachi tospa, inikondinga.
What makes you think I care?
Wavmula to bota tuane wangi wabda yaktuka loka? Chingwanga la hagwa chekuska ampasa dobiska. Nira disa slimo crispa dodanki concre culpa.
Let's just get on with it.
Di mafuto bonki chuta. Betuana uba kili wata bonki danko padoga lola.
I took care of your workers. Their revolt should quiet down.
Tuto uya hawan chochi cospa. Nira disas limo crispa dodanki conque culpa.
Watch yourself, Hunter. I don't know how much of this zone's rigged. We were running down a bunch of filthy drow when we hit one of their mines. Put most of my guys out of commission.
What exactly is a drawl?
Furry aliens. Mostly live in the Corellian system. Disgusting little rodents. But somehow, they took over an arms factory that's loaded with blasters and mines. They'll ship those weapons from the arms factory to the rebels unless we stop them. And if you hadn't noticed, we're not going anywhere.
This is a serious threat. Aren't reinforcements available?
I called it in, but there's no time. A comlink intercept says they're planning to hand over the weapons any time now. If all that firepower ends up in rebel hands, we are looking at a major threat to Imperial forces on Corellia. If you can't take that factory, I don't know who will.
I can do it, but I didn't build this rep by doing charity work.
I figured. I'll give you whatever I can spare. Just watch your step. They're putting their new mines to good use.
Weapons facility is clear. The Drawl won't be distributing arms to anyone.
You boys see that? That's how professionals get things done. Command will get that factory under Imperial control in no time.
I'm always a professional.
Hey, when you got it, you got it. Good luck to you.
Emperor favor you, my lord. Our occupation continues as planned. Shame the locals aren't more cooperative. They should be thanking us. Instead, they fight. Call us conquerors, oppressors. The Republic has poisoned their minds. But no matter. Their factories are in ruins, their supplies dwindle. Soon these radicals will be powerless.
Have fun with that.
They still have plenty of bite, which is why we must defang them. The rebels are scattered, desperate, reliant on a few supply caches to maintain their resistance. And we've located one such cache. It's heavily guarded, but confiscating those supplies will rob the insurgents of much-needed resources. Can I count on you for this?
I'll do my best.
The rebels are hurting for supplies. They won't give up that cache without a fight.
I destroyed the rebels' supply cache.
Then we're one step closer to ending this pointless uprising. You've done the Empire a great service today. We may yet see this planet fall in line.
You're just in time for the show. Grab some turf. Things are about to get fun. The Corellian Star Drive Corporation has been funding resistance cells all over the city. So I'm turning their headquarters into a crater. As soon as I get the all clear from a buddy down there, I'll flip the switch and boom. No more corporation.
It's causing the delay.
My buddy's down there placing the last charges. When he's out of the way, he'll call... Ah, that'll be him now.
Blow it, quick! They know we're here! Repeat, the Republic's found us! Blow it!
Last. Long-range detonator's not working. The pubs must have put a dampening field up.
Does he need help getting out of there?
He'll get himself out. Right now, we got a bigger gundark to wrestle. A short-range detonator will still blow the charges, but you'd have to fight half the pub army while doing it. I wouldn't last 10 seconds. Respectfully, sir, you've got to help.
I like an explosion as much as the next person. This should be fun.
The pubs will certainly make it fun for you, but the fireworks are worth it. There's a delay on each bomb after it's triggered. That'll give you time to get out of the blast zones. Don't stick around after you set them off. The timer's not that long. And it's a big boom. It was amazing. I saw the fires through my optics. Part of me still wishes we could have blown all the charges at once, but that... Corellian star drives won't be funneling any more money.
I enjoyed that destruction far more than I expected.
Nothing brightens the day like a batch of high explosives. Those were some big booms. You really pulled my fat out of the fire. You ever need some custom work done? I owe you.
I'm ruined. Finished! Those Blastosalonians with their riots and their mangy hides. Too busy fighting the Empire to think about the working man. The entrepreneur.
I sure hope you're not gonna cry.
I just don't like those animals getting between me and my payday. Major Tradick's expecting me to deliver a shipment of military-grade ordnance, but the Furball Coalition won't even let a rumor get through. It's not just the Solonians, either. Wookiees, Drawl, just about every flea bag in the galaxy's stonewalling me.
At least you're still alive.
I practically had to offer up my firstborn child to secure this contract. If I don't deliver. I'm sure you don't give a Cathar's hackles about me, but there's an entire regiment of Imperial troops waiting for this gear. If you clear out those mongrels, I should be able to deliver the merchandise. Heck, I'll cut you in on a slice of the profits.
You got yourself a deal.
So you'll do it? Maybe I'm not headed for financial ruin after all. The Wookiees and the Drawl are the ones I'm most concerned about. Thin their numbers a bit, and we'll be in business.
I cleared out the Wookiees, Solonians, and Drawl for you.
That you did. Just got word the goods made it to Tradick safely. Here's your cut, as promised. You certainly got away with those mongrels. Should have asked you to snag a few pelts while you were out there.
The Flames called you here too, didn't they? Pity you missed the show. Our bombs plummeted in silence, then blossomed, giving birth to the magnificent inferno. I yearn for the Flames' warm embrace. Instead, I can only watch the fire reduce the rebel factories to ash.
You're a few bolts short of a droid.
Fire is destruction distilled to its purest form. You do well to respect it. I came to nurse the inferno and watch the blaze consume the rebels. Sadly, the Flames were denied their pleasure. Too many Corellians escaped the fire. Republic doctors treat them, poisoning the survivors against the Empire and fueling their rebellion.
That made my day.
It's not that bad. We simply must fan the flames of destruction. Crush the survivors, and the rebels will realize that defiance earns them death. I'd cast them into the Inferno myself, but the flames, so close, I'd never resist them. Perhaps you could fuel the blaze with rebel blood.
No one will be left standing.
Good. Find their medical camp. Burn their resistance to the ground.
The rebels are finished.
Good, good. The rebellion weakens with every blow. Soon there'll be nothing but ash and a distant memory.